Hey, welcome straight back into it. Lothar has found his dignity, but he's looking for it now.
Well, I just lost my sound.
Did you lose your sound? This is probably why. The thing is, we can hear you, so that's the good part about it.
Well, I can't hear
We'll
anything
get
else.
someone from tech to
Fantastic.
come in and fix that one
We'll
out
have to
for
fit in
you.
a second, I guess.
I was like, what the crap are you know? We're live. Like, couldn't you hear him? Call you out with that. There you go. Welcome in, guys. Second match is going to be coming in quite close. We're getting ready to get there. But yeah, you're very, very welcome at the start of the first official season of GLL. And we're very happy to bring it to you, of course, myself, Papa Boogie, and Lothar HS. I need more HS, man. You got to change that one. Should we do it?
It's for headshot.
Oh, yeah, it could work like that.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
You know?
You could do like Lothar BG.
BG
Battlegrounds?
for bad guy,
Yes.
right?
For Battlegrounds. It's the
No,
game.
it's for bad guy. But anyway, bad guys are
you
face
saying, like,
currently
'cause you're
because
Polish,
they
or-
finished again first. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
it's kind of crazy when it comes to consistency of face, right? They are just winning or just going into the top of every single game.
That's phase for you, man. That's phase for you. Coming back at you. They had a bit of a rough situation. It's just a while ago. They kind of fell out of their grace when Meter
Mhm.
left. They didn't
Mhm.
necessarily find their spot. Right around Oakland, right around that time, it kind of got hard for them. But now they're slowly coming back and they're realizing, look, we still have the talent. We still have the absolute potential. Let's just try and figure out the smarts that Meter was coming in with and try to,
There's the adjustment period, right?
Yeah.
There's especially when there's huge changes like an IGL, and that is
That's
putting
the
a lot
hardest
of
adjustment.
weight exactly on the
Yeah.
team. And we have seen similar stuff with Kingwin. We have seen similar stuff with Liquid, who actually got a player from Kingwin and
in
so
Kingwood
on.
and Liquid, though, we have to say the IGLs have remained.
Yeah, of course, it's not the
So-
same. But at the same time, when you even change a single player that is not the IGLing, it does affect the entire synergy of the game of the team, right? Especially when
Absolutely.
so much synergy is put on duos right now in the squad. When you have small rotations, when people kinda support each other, you need to have that synergy to know what is going on.
Totally.
PUBG is a different game than CS:GO, an example. In CS:GO, you can go, let's say, we're gonna train Dust 2, we're gonna go on long, and you're gonna go on gallery, and you're just gonna have
Do
that
what you gotta do.
synergy every single time because you know what's going on. But in PUBG, you have so many different angles, such an
Yeah. Always
it's basically a
unexpected
new
plays.
game.
Yeah, it's a new game every round.
Exactly. You
I see
will
what you're
not
saying.
have a second situation like that in any other game. So it's kind of hard
Talking
to
about
do.
this game, though, check a little bit there at the total kill number for FaZe Clan. Coming in hot, coming in first, 344 points for him. 200, of course, from the Chicken Dinner, and 144 from the total 18 freaking kills. Not more, not less. Next one down the line, of course, is going to be Crimson Esport with the second number of kills as well, tied up with Vitality. 7 number of kills, but they got the better placement, so they got 216 points. And FC Espo coming in third.
And you can just think about it, 18 kills, and we have a 16-team lobby. That's a difference. It's not like 18 18 kills in
Yeah,
a public games
More
with.
than 10% of the
Yeah.
entire server.
It's not 100 people in one server, right? It's
11 point
actually
something
way
percent.
more.
Yeah, and there you go. Second match is afoot. We're going to be having a look at the plane trajectory here, and we'll see how this one pans out. I'm going to show you guys a little bit about the plane. If we can zoom out and have a look at the entirety of the whole. Hang on, can I move this with me? Can I, though?
Can you?
No, I can't, because I've put my laptop charger in the way. help me move the. Thank you, guys. So, right.
We have a new gadget in town.
We got a new gadget, and we want to show it to you. I'll wait for the cue from production if I am okay to mess around with what we got. I'll see. Are we good to go?
Well, you can see all the teams are.
What's our safe word, Lothar?
Safe word. Pineapple. Chicken.
I've used that. Yeah, chicken. Like the Swedish way of saying it. Chicken. You want some chicken bulky? Very good pizza we ordered for you. Chicken, pineapple, and banana.
Watch out, because you know how it ended up with Dr. Disrespect and his
What?
Chinese accent, right?
No, it's Swedes, man. It's
I
it's
know,
just
I
not
know.
a
I'm
different
just saying-
race, bro.
I'm just telling that it's context. I mean, for
I
me,
love
it's
the
just
Swedes.
language.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Do you think Doc was being racist?
Nah, let's
neither.
maybe skip that topic. All
All
right,
right.
let's go. First circle.
All right.
Let's make a pause.
Can I do this? Give us 10 more seconds is what I'm being told, which is normally something that I hear often, but I can't.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Yeah, it's not a lot. It's there's not a lot of steam left in this old trunk. What can I say? We'll have a look-see-poo and see if we can actually show you guys what we want to show you guys. And yeah, it's a pretty cool gadget. You'll see what I'm talking about. And
in the meantime, we can talk about what changed already in the map, because we have seen Exiled Gaming actually change the entire position on the map from the military base when they were contesting military and just in general west side of the island. They went to the east side on on the coast, and they're alone there just looting. But it's unfortunately on the other side of the map where currently the circle is.
Yeah, and here's the thing, another thing from Lumbermill, who have now taken 2 vehicles from Yasnaya, have stolen them around I think it was past Yasnaya, and they're going to be taking them into Severny, so that's a smart thing to do as well. I'm going to show you guys how teams normally loot in here.
Oh, here we go. We have on your camera.
Oh, hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome in.
It's the weatherman.
It's the weather. It's your boy, the weatherman. Pop Boogie is going to be super lit, super hot, because, I'm here. Why not? Right, okay, so going into it, let's have a look and see what Lumbermill are doing here, because what they've done is they've taken some cars from here and from here, and they've taken them all the way to Yasnaya, towards Severny, and now that they're going to have them in that area, they're going to be using them effectively towards moving into this circle, because Lumbermill, what they do normally is they go and loot in this area, and wherever the circle is, most of the time, 90% of the time, it's not going to be including them. So for them to actually have vehicles to work with here, it's a precious kind of thing to have. Now, other teams that might be moving in a bit later on, it's going to be, of course, Kingwin. They're probably going to be finding some vehicles here. Also, you can see another team, Team Blank, on the north side, and they're going to have to start making their way closer to, well, I think one is going to go like that, and one, could potentially go like this.
I think Kingwin actually will take the north side of Gorgopol as well, because it will be safer for them.
No, Kingwin would never dare to. They know that Blank actually love to go there. Well, they don't know that Blank love to go there, but they know that there's going to be a team in there. The only one that actually stopped going to North Georgia, team that stopped playing tonight, TSM, man. And that's an interesting team, because this was their looting. Whoa, okay, what happened there? Hey, actually, I can do this as well. Check that. Whee!
It's gonna crash 100%.
Yeah, cup of magic. What about cup of TV magic?
Fantastic jokes, man.
Thank you, bro. I got him with me tonight. All right,
you got a drop next to you as well. Look at that. Is there a Groza inside?
There you go. It's pretty sick. I wonder if I can actually sit on it.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
It was a pan.
Only a pan and
as I was thinking to do it, I heard in production, no, don't touch it. All right, cool. Swedish made, guys. It's super solid. I don't even know. Oh, there you go. There you are. Swedish made, very solid as a rock. Now you can sit on it. IKEA stuff, indeed. But yeah, let's go back into it. There you go.
Thank you.
There's a pan for you.
Actually,
we got 2 pans now. That's pretty good, man. What do you think we can cook up in here? A bit of love for our viewers, because it's St. Valentine's.
I just prefer the chicken.
You want the chicken instead of love?
Yeah, exactly.
You're thinking like the French, man. You're thinking love goes through the stomach, right?
That's a saying in Polish as well.
What was the saying in Poland?
It's
love goes.
Do serca.
Love goes through where the cabbage goes first.
It's almost like Polish, man. Almost like Polish. All right, let's see what's happening currently in Milta, because it's gonna be hot, I think, because Vitality is looking at Method, and Method. What is Method doing that?
Okay, so Method, here's what Method are doing. They're the fastest, at the moment, on this server, they're the fastest looting team. Most of the times, even with, I don't know what other teams are actually fast at looting, but whatever team you pit them up against, they're going to be the first ones to get out of Pachinki to their looting position. They're super fast at this, and they put 2 players normally into the circle, and that way you can carve up a path for the other guys to come in later on, right? So that's what Method are doing. There you go. There's a bit of insight for you. Method are always going to be super, super hurried up to get into where they should get in.
Kingwin got in a fight with FCE right now. They chose the path of the south side of the map to go into the circle, so not the north, as I was wondering if they will. And now they have to change their positioning a little bit and take the route through the ruins and north side of Pochinki, which is not the best to kind of travel through.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at that. The new vehicle in action.
I don't think Monkey can hit too much with that one, to be honest with you.
Do you know what's the maximum speed on that thing?
Yes. It's pretty much the same as the boat, but it's much more handier. it steers much better. So I think it's about like 87, 88 kilometers an hour, something like that.
That's not super fast, but
It is not super, but
it's easier to dodge bullets.
It's much easier to dodge bullets. Much easier. There you go.
All right, let's see what's happening in the circle. Already we have a death. Who died? Didn't see.
My
I think
your microphone.
my bet is on Jen's side.
Wait, no, who died? Did you see the nickname of the person? No, oh, there you go. Pentasports lost a member. Okay, let's have a look and see. Avenger still there. Ultrastar still there. Who's the last guy still alive? So it's gonna be, I think, so Simsy and Lux playing tonight. Anyway, we'll find out later on, of course. As the game progresses, you can see teams starting to make their way inside as well. Look at the highway area north of Pachinki, where Kingwin and Avenger are making their way in through as well. But Method and see, this is the thing for the early rotates with different Method. They're already found themselves a good place in the circle, and now they can fend off any kind of enemies that will move in close. This is what we normally call a phase circle, so we're actually curious to see if phase find themselves in a good spot and stay alive for long enough.
Well, they go into fights. They like to fight. That's the reason why they had 18 kills in the previous game, man. It's crazy. Let's see if they can keep up with those scores, because a second game like that would basically guarantee them a place in top 4, which is crazy.
Not bad at all, is it?
Yeah. Oh, right. Guys, if you just tuned in into the season 1 of GLL, we have 2 lobbies. One is happening. This is the alpha lobby, the quote-unquote better, where we gain 100% of the points for the teams. And we have also the beta lobby on Global Loot League 2.
Sounds like you said better. Yeah.
Where
it's
teams
beta.
are in the second lobby and they earn half of the points that we earn in alpha, but at the end of the week, top 8 bottom of the alpha teams are getting moved to beta, and top 8 from beta are moved to alpha. So they changed their lobbies, and that's the motivator, that's the incentive to be better in those lobbies. So usually in a preseason example or in other leagues, you don't have much of an incentive each week. You play for the big goal, like each season, basically. But here, from week to week, you have an objective that you need to play for.
And I'm actually curious to know if it's better to win the chicken dinner in the second lobby rather than if it's... I think it's better to win the chicken dinner in the second lobby or get better placement in the top 5 than it is for you to be in the last 5 of the second lobby. So teams might actually play this one smart.
We're gonna see. We're gonna make some analysis on that later on at the end of the week. But now, Kingwin taking high ground. In the meantime, Kemba got a drop. No, Keepy got a drop on Vampire Game. That is unlucky positioning right now.
Funny PUBG, I gotta call him out. Here's what Funny PUBG says on Twitch. Best beard on Twitch at Boogie. Thank you. Some dudes made some, I don't know, I think it was Gamepedia or something like that. Made a, let me tell you, I'm so triggered. They made a poll on Twitter.
Yeah, I can see.
Best beard of PUBG. Best beard of PUBG. You know who wasn't included in there, man?
I don't know. Tell me.
It was me. I wasn't included. How dare you? How dare? I mean,
you're like the ZZ Top of PUBG scene.
Though. I'm not that affected though. Just a little bit. But yes, thank you, Fani. You are indeed correct. I'll give Fuzzface a tie for second place.
Why do we need a tie when you have a beard like that? You don't see the tie.
Hey,
Aye.
Nice drop there, buddy. But yeah, there you go. So first circle coming in here, still 18 teams left, like 69 players. Let me say that number again.
9 and 6.
No.
This is how you say it in German.
Yeah, it is, yeah. 69. You actually say 9 and 60. But yeah, there you go.
It's even worse in French. In French, right? You say like 6 times 10
Do they say
plus 9. No, it's 6 times 10 plus 9.
Do they?
I think so. I'm not sure. We can ask Vitality later on.
Oh my god, that is so hard. I didn't know they know maths in French. Man, I'm being so on PC tonight. Here's the thing, because I don't have my voice, I need to bring my memes around, so it kind of works out nice. Don't get too triggered, Lothar.
What happened here? Catastic?
We have to find the bike. Every time this happens, we have to find the bike. Let's have a look around. Ansvar, what do your elvish eyes see?
I don't see a bike here.
I don't see a bike either.
There are 3 cars, 3 vehicles. People, so
yeah.
It kind of makes sense when it comes to the maps, but
F?
how did he get the knock on himself?
You press F. Yeah, because you were right. Yeah, there were 3 vehicles.
Maybe he wanted to change a gear, right? He was playing like Forza before or something, and he had like changed gears on F.
Yes.
All right, well,
Never played that game.
Chris got revived by his teammate from blank, and now we're going into the second circle. Teams
Mhm.
are rotating. Small damage from the blue circle on Katastic and his teammates that are still far, far, far away. But Milta is going to be the central piece of the puzzle right now. In the meantime, we're loading the buildings.
Yes, indeed. Vitality have themselves a nice place to work with there. Of course, this is the looting ground, so they're going to be quite happy with there. But, as you said it, Vegas Squadron coming in close. Let's see if Vegas Squadron are actually going to be going aggressive on this one. They should know at this moment in time the Vitality are in, and they definitely know it now that that monkey part, that Dacia. So, let's see if they choose to go aggressive. I don't think they will.
Right now. You know what's interesting? Milta is such a wide city, but at the same time, it is flat, and that means if you can take a high ground on the tallest building and you have a decent scope, you can scout just an entire city and also have the drop on the people north and south side. At the same time, of course, you can have it, the drop on yourself, but it is a great scouting position for the next circus, of course.
Absolutely. Larson caught off guard here. It looks like his teammates are quite safe. He scopes into Lumbermoon. He's not going to be finding any frags. In the meantime, Vitality taking shots at an enemy. Knights will do the same. And, well, we're going to have to find out how this one works out. I don't think there's going to be any kind of early frags at this moment in time. Knights might find themselves some good ones against Genside, but FC Espo also coming in from a dangerous position. We're going to have to see how that one works out for them as well.
Small fights in Milta right now, but as we have seen in the past, unless two people drop in the same building, no one is gonna push the other team.
True. Maxisor, look at the res on his fallen teammate Danny Noel.
You know what's funny?
That's going to be about it. They're not going to go. You know what? They've kind of found themselves a bit of piece of the pie, and they're not going to move left or right now. There's one side. There's Vitality. The other side is Alliance. On the north end, there's another team. So yeah, hey, they're gonna be little chickens.
It's gonna be a sandwich with a chicken. That's for sure. There's also like some interesting micro aspect of the game that is usually not being used in public games. Let's say you have a team of 4 people in a compound, and you have a sniper player that is gonna peek against opposing teams. So you take the helmet off. So when you're gonna get shot in your head, you don't destroy your helmet, and then you can get rest, and you get a helmet on when you don't peek anymore. So you have it for your rotation.
Oh, that's some 200 IQ shit right there.
I mean, it's actually used by a lot of teams, you know?
Is it?
Yes.
I have never seen it being used.
It is very important in the mid to late game when you have no option to get another helmet. So when you peek from a building, when you have your entire team to back you up, there's no need for the helmet. If you get knocked, that's too bad. You're just gonna get rest, and that's about it. But you don't lose your helmet.
That is so smart, man. That is absolutely brilliant. Now, let's have a look at the map here, see where Kinguin are. Because they're doing a 2+2 split. Miracle and Vard are in a kind of a better position because they're playing by the shelters. But Kinguin are repeating the performance that they had last game, where they have themselves a bigger piece of the circle. And if the circle goes in towards south, they're going to move in towards Larson. If the circle goes into the north side, they're going to move into Miracle. So that's actually very smart. Thing is, you can't always do it. Kinguin can do it because they have some real great riflers in their team. So because of that, they know how to defend compounds. They are actually actively training on how to defend on compounds. So
that's what I like about Erangel.
This is a statement of confidence right now what Kinguin are doing, this 2+2.
That's the thing I like about the map, because we have certain type of buildings that are just, recurring on the entire map, and you can train those buildings, those layouts, on the custom maps. But in Miramar, that's not that easy to do.
Yeah, in Miramar there's a bit more diversity. The problem with Miramar, though, I think, is that the buildings don't offer you, and it was Larson who pointed this out, the buildings don't offer you great visibility all around, man. There's no 180-degree vision, and 90% of the buildings on Miramar, you can only see one side, or rather 3 sides of the 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So there you go. That makes a few problems into compound defense. That's why you see teams rather choose to defend themselves outside. Now, third circle coming in here, and some teams are not in, and those teams might be gate kept. So there you go. Larson and Miracle are going to be grouping up now. The whole of Kinguin is going to be indeed together. In the meantime, it looks like Kinguin are taking some shots against the Lumbermill boys. Well, they're not connecting for better or worse here, but they're still making sure that their enemies are not going to be coming in close to them. Larson will try his best with a 4x and 4. Not going to be happening for too long, though. as his teammates find themselves an easy spot. So what Kinguin are doing now, they're making sure that their teammates are coming into safety. Oh, Larson has a teammate knocked. Does he? Now, so Lumbermill will make their way out. It's actually just Wookie Bookie at this time. I think his teammates already, yes, they have already left. We'll see where they choose to go. Wookie Bookie going straight up to Milta. He can hear the Knights firing. This is not a safe spot to move through.
What a jump.
Trade on fuffles and fumbles with his weapon.
Getting absolutely wrecked right now.
He got it. We're good.
Well,
hey! There goes Wookie.
There goes Wookie, and there also goes Misi from FCE on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
Similar position. His, I guess, car got absolutely demolished by some teams going on in that position. Now you can see that is Jempty from FaZe taking some shots on his head. But he didn't get knocked. So I'm assuming that was a small caliber shots from maybe some UMP, maybe very long shots from like 400 meters that didn't do much damage. But now we see the FaZe still has good positioning. Duos are kind of separate right now. So one position on the south, second position on the northeast, which allows them to split the vision on both sides of the hill. Very cleverly played by FaZe here.
Well, I mean, it's a FaZe circle, right? And another
Kinguin
team
doing the same.
Yeah,
that's awesome to see two top performing teams do very similar strategies.
I mean, that's why they're top, right? Because they got them smart. They've got people like Larson in there. But yeah, let's see if Kinguin actually managed to put a pause to this push coming here from Exalt Gaming. Miraku knows that there's someone there, but he doesn't necessarily want to over peek or aggressive peek because that could be the end of him. He's alone on the top side where he is right now, so a res would be so much more difficult. In Harry Potter's, if you get knocked when you're on the top side, you're pretty much dead. Because as your teammate tries to go in through the door, he's going to get glacked, and so on and so forth. So he needs to be a bit careful there.
Let's take a look at Blank, which is taking the south side of the circle. They just took water. So they made a trip from east side of the circle through close to the military base on the bridges, and then took the boat to go to the other side of the west side of the map, actually. Oh my god, I said side so many times. Anyway, they made a huge trip, and they're now safe in that position, just having some, let's say,
if you have a look at the circle again,
for them.
Yeah, if you have a look at the circle again, there's actually nobody on the south side. The closest people on the south side are going to be the ones in Milta, of course. You see Cincy Bjarne being one of them. But yeah, that's actually not a bad choice, of course, at this moment in time from Team Blank. We'll see how it pans out later on. In the meantime, Milta. Freaking everybody and their mother is in Milta at this moment in time. This is going to be quite the battle. As soon as the teams are going to have to move out, we're going to see a bloodbath here.
Oh, pick up a shotgun and just, rush people.
Yeah, man. Sure, why not? It is always a viable method. Actually, having a shotgun late game isn't too bad.
There's definitely the double barrel shotgun is a decent weapon. And moving vehicles as well. Because if you hit someone, then he's dead, most likely, and just out of the vehicle. With an M4, you need to hit like 3 times him set, sometimes, and that'll be enough. But with the shotgun, look at that circle, very nice.
Oh, look at the stab. Oh, look at the, Lumber Mill and the Knights now. Looks like the Knights are going to keep on moving down. As Lumber Mill will take some shots against them. Lumber Mill can't find anything, so the Knights will be safe for now. In the meantime, looks like Method are going to have themselves some new number. No, actually, it's still Method coming in close.
Yeah, they play with a sub today.
Yeah, the Phaser is going to be subbing for Leighton, rather. Not too sure what went down there, but yeah. It looks like they have found themselves some friends close by. They've traded, not kisses, because it's the 14th, but bullets. Vegas Squadron still alive, though.
You can also see the importance of scouters in this game. Knights had the compound because one of the players just went straight into it on the circle like 5 minutes ago. The same when it comes to Method. One guy was just keeping the compound, keeping clear for the rest of the team to approach the same compound if the circle gets to their position. Otherwise, he's just going to fall back and go back to his team.
Penta are in a bad spot right now. Grubby is going to be coming in close. Grubby's not in the circle. If you look at the minimap there, you can see that they're just on the outside, and Penta are just inside the next white. So Grubby are going to have to push against Luxno and Ultrastar. I'm not too sure if there's more people from Penta or not, but right now Pokemon Roda is going to be the first one taking the shots. He at least has the information from his from those shots that there's someone in that compound, so retaliation will come through. We'll see if Penta can deal with the situation here.
all depends if they're gonna hit their shots, because with 4 people advancing at the same time and only 2 people shooting at them, you know, if you're not efficient with the bullets.
Oh, there you go.
No,
Grubby
okay.
actually avoided that altogether.
Well,
now-
they had like a small divot in that situation because behind the wall to that compound, you can just clearly go from the warehouse to that compound without even, I think, peeking at all.
Oh, look at this. 3 teams close to one another. Looks like Kinguin are getting the better of them because they have the better positioning. Let's see if they can come up with the kills as well. Mirko indeed finds Andrea from Gen's side. Egadorp still going to be close by, so he's a bit of a threat. Gaxi, though, glaxed him up. With your Mayfire is going to be taking down Brixco as well. Last one to fall from... no, actually not the last one to fall. There's still people left in that squad. It does look like Gaxi wants to find a bit more. He finds Gen's side, Vic, but he's going to be the one taken down himself. So it's a trade for trade, but Chronix in the meantime takes Vic down, so that does not necessarily give an opening for Kinguin to move in and res Gaxi because there's still a fight left. Can Kinguin come out on top in this one?
This is a tough situation. You don't have a lot of cover. Even here in the lumber mill area, like, you don't have a certain angle on, you know, from your opponents. If you're just gonna get hit from one side, if you move behind cover, then you get naked from the other side. So pretty hard.
Fart, no!
Vard taking shots, a lot of shots to his chest and head level 3 hammer wasn't really helpful in this situation when he got dropped like that. But still, Kinguin can make it.
Yes, indeed they can. Mirko spots another play, comes in from the side. Takes a lot of damage, won't be going for the frag. Chronix has to make a move. Mirko, ooh, barely safe. Chronix will be making a move from the side there. It looks like here Vard might be getting the res if Chronix will be eliminated. Will Chronix still stay alive in this one? I don't think. Larson is tempted to res his fallen teammate, but he knows he has to make his way in first. So they're both holding on to the angle there and take Chronix down. Finally, last second clutch. Beautiful effort from Kinguin, and they will get a raise for Vard.
Was close, was close. One more bullet on Vard when he was downed, and that would have been the end of him.
Look at this. Would you look at this? Look at all the teams that are going to have to make their way out of Milta. This is the...
I was stressing out...
This is the storyline right now,
yeah,
dude.
I was stressing out the importance of scouts before, and look at that. Both FaZe and Knights, with those scout moves before, they are now on top of everyone. Since the 2 compounds they took, they are now inside and the central position of the new circle. And those are the death circles, basically. If you're not in it, well, rip and pepperonis, mister.
54th holding off a close angle there with them.
Nades are coming in into the compound.
No, it's not going to be that. 54th to stay for the moment here, but Grubby, don't give him any chances. Fiddy's got the safest room in here. Oh, if you don't think that his enemies would have the nades. They actually don't check his angle, so 54 to stay for the moment here, but as Grubby come out, Method take him down. Looks like good shots coming in from Andy as well.
And the wrecking with that M16.
Yeah, indeed. Shade is the last one staying alive for Grubby at this moment in time. Those nades are going to come in there just to ensure that nobody from Grubby stays alive. Pajama Nona barely left in there. 54th making it away from the back of the house, but Method are all looking at that direction. Method just waiting for everybody to move in, and as soon as they do, got a decent chance to glack everybody down. But as soon as they're done, they're going to go straight against Lumber Mill. Let's see how this one pans out.
Well, they have to take the vehicles, otherwise they have no cover in this position. I don't think they have any like divots in this area, so they need to use the vehicles as their only cover. So they need to make let's say a barrier out of one UAZ, one buggy. Man, this is gonna be rough for Method.
Let's see if it works out indeed or not. They make their exit. It looks like Shade finishes off 54th, but still, I don't think Grubby have any chances in this situation here. Method still trying to go into a very open area here, and he finds himself a good divot, a rock rather. Meter played in close to them.
Meter as usual.
Meter as usual, yeah. His teammates down. He actually has 60 to work with here. They lost 2 other teammates in the fight of Milta. There's another squad that needs to make a move out, and that's going to be the... No, actually not the Knights. The Knights spot Method, and they're taking some good shots in that direction.
Yeah, that blown up Wookie can make some damage right now.
Man, poor Method are peppered from all directions. So Lumber Mill taking shots, Knights are taking shots, everybody's knocking them out at the park. I don't think they're going to be alive for too long. It looks like Turtle got himself killed as well. I think that's the end of Method, yeah.
I'm not sure if
oh, they're having a rough night.
Maybe it was better to just approach with the cars just to a compound and take cover. You either win with that compound team later and you are in the compound now, or you're just getting blown out in the open and you have no chance of survival, right? It's gonna be a question for the future, but it is a rough night for Method, as you said.
And they're learning how to make the calls as well. So what's happening lately is that Andy has been, I think for about a week now,
Promoted to IGL, right?
Yeah. So he's been making the calls. So he's been doing actually very, very good the last few days. But today, they're not in there. But
I hope it doesn't.
Wait, Method's still in.
I hope it doesn't doesn't influence his performance, because he is a hell of a shooter.
Absolutely not. Absolutely. He said that it's actually not impacting him so much. So
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I think it's true. I think it's true because here's the thing: he's genuinely a leader, even if he doesn't make the calls. Like people in Method tend to follow him, even if he doesn't say too much. They still go around him. You know what I mean? They kind of wrap the game around Andy. He's the rock star of Method. Everybody knows that. But now that he's saying where he's going, he at least gives his team some time to go in that direction as well.
Well, now they will have another fight to prove their worth, because Alliance is creeping, and creeping almost literally, because they're just crawling meter by meter, inch by inch,
I see what you did there.
centimeter by centimeter to Method.
Meter bot, right?
Yeah, look at
There you
that.
go.
This is gonna be nasty. If Method will not see him coming, M24 on the back, I don't think he will just pull it out.
No, he can't. It's close range.
Jaws,
It's
right?
close range. He
Where's
does.
Steven Spielberg when you need him?
He gets himself up. This is his chance to attack. And that he does indeed. First one goes. Second one as well. Third one's going to be knocking himself. But Meter comes through with the frags. However, he's not going to be alive for too long. And he's still alive in this combat. And he's going to get a chance to res them as well. The blue is close to the minute. Maybe if he can get Phaser down and drop some smokes, that might be their chance. Method going for it. Oh, sorry, Andy going for the res.
If I'm not
Cancelled it
mistaken,
for a second.
if I'm not mistaken, that was an unexpected help from FaZe, because Meter and the
that's
other
gonna
player
change.
from Alliance just got wiped out by FaZe right now when they had the drop on Andy.
Let's have a look at how Knights defend themselves in this situation. It looks like Knights are not necessarily in the better position here. They've lost a lot of members. And it does look like they're going to have to get out from where they are. And Royal Banditos have really put a number on them, made a number on them. Royal Banditos was the team that eliminated Method last game, and now they're taking down another top-notch team.
Crimson losing members by the minute. FaZe still going strong with 8 kills, if I'm not mistaken, already. And Method is no more.
Method is
Right
out.
now.
There you go. So it's just
Still
6
not bad.
teams.
Top 8. I think that was top 8 or top 7.
Yeah, but
After a
17,
0 start, and
16,
yeah.
They had 2 frags at the previous game, so that's pretty much all they had. Lumbermill stood into this one. They're going to have to fight Kingwin pretty much at this point. Stabbing Gustav. We're going to have to go through Larson and his teammate Vard. I'll see how that one pans out. Doesn't look like Larson or Vard have any kind of boosters either, so it's a bit of a difficult spot for him.
Man, 0. Absolutely 0 meds. He has 3 bandages when it comes to
But
Vard.
they have the better side of the circle. They're the closest one there. So Stab and was there Gustav might start snaking their way in there. FaZe have a very powerful chance at winning this game. And that Harry Potter that they're in right now is a Harry Potter which they love to play. They know exactly how to play that position.
It's gonna be
Super
nasty.
good with these.
There's a lot of cover, and we have a lot of small trees, but they do not help you when you're being shot at 2 different angles. They can help you from 1 angle, but not from 2, and that's the problem. So when you're going to advance into the position, FaZe, this is why they're so spread out. They have the numbers advantage. They can just be spread out from different angles and just take shots at everyone approaching their position.
Yeah, pretty much. Since Bjarni gets himself killed in the meantime by Kingwin, as another squad eliminated from the match. 5 teams remaining now. And it looks like Lumbermill are going to make the move against Kingwin pretty soon. Those shots, I don't know where they came from, but it looks like they might have come from the last member from Knights. No, rather, FaZe are taking the shots. So Kingwin might get a bit sidetracked here. If Larson isn't careful with his angles, he might get taken down by the 2 lads from the Lumbermill area who cannot longer prone in. But Larson smartly spots one of his enemies. However, Gustav comes in with the counter frag. Vard goes in for the quick res. Stab is not resable, so Gustav needs to make his way inside as fast as possible. He knows that a res is in progress. He will be going for the... No, he won't be going for the nade. Actually, in the meantime... Oh, look at that. Vard cancels the heal, and he goes in for the close. That was beautiful from Vard to save him and his teammate. Like that.
Was very close, actually. Nice play by pushing Kingwin as well.
That was a smart thing to do. Yeah,
it was a smart thing to do, but if he had a nade in his backpack, would have been way different.
Absolutely. Larson gonna have to heal and go in fast. Speedy in the meantime, they're on the bike, trying to make him moving closer, and he's got something to work with here, but not a lot. It looks like Dreadon puts the shots on him.
I'm
Three
sure
out
he
of
can
the
be
10.
shot in his thumb because this is a really bad position. FaZe has an absolutely dominating right now the lobby, and not only by killing people, but having the map control. Look at that
Look at that.
high ground advantage from every single angle.
And that's it. Poor P-Day. And they know exactly where he is because he drove the bike in.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, man. We're not going to go to the last circle. I mean, we're not going to let the last circle draw in too long. It is still, hey, here's a bit of news. It has FaZe in it. So, FaZe have the circle. Okay.
Will
P-Day,
that
though.
Kobe hit?
Yeah, no.
A
not
little
necessarily.
bit
It was
too far.
Oh, it's just a bit of monk-ass moment for this guy. I mean, not even monk-ass. He knows that he's done for.
Well, the question is, do they allow him to die in the blue, or will they push for additional 8
And
points?
get the point. Or will he get a point by killing someone?
I think it's more important for
Just-
FaZe to get more points than just to allow someone else to get the points. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were just gonna push right now in a few seconds and just kill the guy.
Yeah. Let's see if Peter is the hero of the day. I mean, he's the hero of the day for making it so far anyway, because he's been alone for a long time. So he's really put his team in a good position here, it seems. But yeah, FaZe are just going to be playing a pass again. He got a bit of a crossfire there. First FaZe is set on the side, as you can see here. Just waiting for P-Day to peek out. Mixie will have the crossfire set up on the other side. So yeah, you wouldn't consider P-Day to have a lot of time left in this map. Circle strangling. He's trying to snake his way in. I mean, the guy can see there's 2 teams left alive, so he knows he's in a 1v4, and they know they're in
1v3 actually.
Look at Mixie with the smoke bait. Nah, mate, that's not gonna put.
Well,
Mixie is like,
it-
here, let me beat him, guys.
Just
He's gonna come out
additional
now.
weight in his backpack. He just wants to be lighter,
Yeah, that's it. Fuzz phase.
Peter
moving
moving
in.
now. Fast phase we're gonna get for the
And
8 points. And he's getting knocked. Okay, Peter.
There you
Ah,
go.
He almost got the 8 points for his kills as well. But second place for Royal Bandito is absolutely amazing since
That's
Peter
not
was
bad.
in a rough spot the entire game. But we need to talk about FaZe again. Not 18 kills, but still impressive 9 kills in this game. And again, a chicken dinner for them.
There you go. And that chicken dinner is even more powerful now, especially considering that the point system has been adjusted for kills. So putting themselves up in this spot here is absolutely dominant.
So they had 344 in the previous game, and now 280 for this game. That is absolutely monstrous.
Absolutely, man. And they're doing God's work right now, putting the fear of God into anybody else that thinks that FaZe are not back into the game. There you go. There's your proof. Go down here. I don't know what happened to. I'm still waiting for Vitality coming back into it. And honestly, I'm surprised that FaZe are at such high tier already because they got a lot of jet lag, man.
Well, it's an excuse for NA people in CSGO, not in PUBG.
Sorry.
That's an excuse for NA CSGO, not for PUBG.
All right. So there you go on that bombshell. We're going to go to a bit of a break, and we're going to come back at you with the third match. We got plenty of them tonight for you, and if you're not going to be satisfied for your PUBG craving, then you're going to get more on the NA because we're doing both productions tonight. So don't go anywhere. We'll come back at you in just a few minutes.